Hi, hello, namaskara. Welcome to Diksha Karnataka channel and I am Rashmi, biology faculty for Diksha. So today we'll be discussing one of the most important strategies, children, of how to prepare for your upcoming Karnataka CET examination. Alright, so all these years we had so many questions with respect to which chapter is most important, how many questions are going to come from first PUC and second PUC, which subject should I give more importance to, and so many other doubts only after you finish your exam, right? So today I am here to give you a clarity on what are the important chapters that you will be focusing with respect to the biology syllabus, considering both the first year and second year chapters. One good news is, children, that all these previous year question papers and the one that I am going to discuss with you has got all the chapters, because we are discussing the previous year question paper, children. Let us keep in mind that this year you are all so lucky that we have so many chapters that has been deleted. So the number of questions that you are going to focus is comparatively less when we look at the syllabus part of view. Correct? Yes. So let's understand what exactly Karnataka CET is going to have in its paper. Okay. So by writing the CET examination, what can you do? You can join for an engineering college or you can get into an allied course. Correct? So if your aim is to reach a top engineering college, what are the subjects that you are going to focus? Physics, chemistry and mathematics, children. If your idea is to take up something with respect to biology or an allied course, then you will be focusing more on biology. So it is going to be physics, chemistry and biology. So those of you for engineering will go with PCM. Those of you for the allied course will be focusing on PCB. Okay, and what we are discussing here is with respect to the biology preparation of the first year and second year chapters. The second advantage that I want to mention here is, when you talk about physics, chemistry, maths and compare it with physics, chemistry, biology. Now, those of you who feel that biology is very difficult, let me give you a hint that in case you look at the question paper of biology sample previous year paper, you look at the question and in your mind, you know the answer or you don't know the answer. There are only two options, children, yes or a no. Whereas, if you look at a question paper of physics or mathematics, you might think, okay, let me work it out. Let me take some time here. Let me try figuring out. Okay, let me give importance here. Maybe this could be the equation. This could be the formula. Maybe this is how I have to go through. And you tend to spend more and more time thinking of what the equation is, what might be the formula, or where you have been stuck with the problem. That never happens in biology because most of it is theory for us, except for a few chapters like genetics or evolution where there is numericals. Apart from that, it is only theory based knowledge. You either know the answer or you don't know the answer. There is no second thought that I have to work out what could be the formula. No, we don't have that at all. So it is actually much easier for your biology preparation when you compare it with a subject like physics, chemistry or mathematics. Alright, the other thing that you are supposed to understand with respect to biology is, we have so many questions coming up as it is from the NCERT. Okay, there is nothing like out of syllabus. Everything is just the NCERT. So if you know word by word of NCERT of your first and second PUC, you are sure to crack the CET exam with flying colors. Okay, there is not a single question which is going to be of higher application level as in the case of NEET. But here in CET, it is just as it is. Okay, so focus on the chapters as it is, learn the concepts, be thorough with every word of NCERT. That is the thing, that is the highlighted version of our own biology syllabus with respect to CET. The mantra is, just focus line by line of the NCERT textbook, both first year and second year. Alright. Now, if you look at the full first year and second year syllabus for the upcoming examination, what is the strategy that you are going to see in the paper? We have a total of 180 questions. Your PCM or PCB is going to have a total of 180 questions, out of which each subject is going to have 60 questions. And for each question, earlier we had 1 minute for one question. But this year, we have 70 plus 10 minutes. That means earlier version was 60 questions, 60 minutes. But now your added advantage is not only that the syllabus is being deleted, we also have extra minutes allotted for you. So for 60 questions, you are getting 80 minutes per subject. Okay. And the third advantage is there is no negative marking. You can just attempt any and every question possible. You want to try a chance? Please give it a shot because we don't have negative marking in CET. Alright, so if you see the preparation strategy on what questions you should focus, maximum number of questions are going to be from the second PUC children. So if I take a total of 60 questions, out of 60 questions, we have 46 to 48 questions from the second PUC syllabus. So your focus is going to be all the chapters of second PUC by heart. And we have only 20% of the questions from the first PUC syllabus, which is around 12 to 14 questions. So maximum 80% questions is from the second PUC syllabus. So let us be thorough with our second PUC syllabus, all the chapters by heart, and our mantra is word to word, line by line of NCERT, and you are done for your preparation. So what is the question paper format going to look like with respect to your boards and CET? Why are we talking about boards here? Because we have to understand that for your rank consideration, the government is going to give equal weightage to the marks that you are getting from the board exam as well as the marks that you are obtaining in the CET examination. So let us be focused to do our board exams well, prepare well for the board exam because we have equal weightage for PCM and PCB. Only difference is this is going to be a descriptive question for your board exam where you will be writing it in theory, whereas here it is going to be objective where you will have the MCQ question. Alright, so here we have 100 marks for PCM or PCB and here 60 marks for PCM and PCB. Now let us quickly look at the ranks. If your aim is to score less than 100 rank in case of KCET, how much of marks should you obtain? So you should be getting approximately 150 plus mark if you want to have a rank less than 100. If you want to have a rank less than 1000, your target should be 120 plus. If you want to have less than 10,000, then you should get an average of 80 plus. If it is less than 50,000, your marks should be around 60 plus average. And if it is less than 1 lakh, around 40 plus is the approximate marks that you are supposed to focus on. Okay. As I told you, 50% of the board marks and 50% of the marks are going to be from the CET examination that you are going to write. So kindly focus and give equal importance, equal weightage to both your board exams as well as preparation for your CET. Now, what is the scoring pattern in Karnataka examination? Just to give an idea of how it has been happening. Approximately, we have around 1.2 lakh students who are taking up the Karnataka CET exam every year. Out of these 1.2 lakh students, around 30% of the students, they score between 20 to 60 marks in the CET examination. Okay. And we have around 35% students who are getting around 60 to 80% marks and around 30% students who score between 80 to 140 marks. Okay. And just 5% of the students get a higher score of 140 to 180 marks in the KCET examination. This is just to give you an idea about what is the percentage of students appearing for the exam and where exactly the marks are lying, so that it helps you to understand how many marks you are supposed to focus on to get a rank between 100 or below 1 lakh. Okay. So this rank is definitely based on both your PUC as well as the CET. Now let us look at the question paper pattern for biology. Looking at the question paper pattern of the last 2 years, we know that in biology there is a total of 60 questions. So out of the 60 questions, how many questions are easier? how many questions are moderate and how many are difficult in level. So if you look at the paper analysis, out of 60 questions, we had 43 questions which were easier. We had 14 questions which is moderate and only 3 questions which are difficult. Here, what do I mean by difficult? It is not application level. Instead, it is our thinking and memory based questions, children. That is subjects like photosynthesis or respiration or plant kingdom or animal kingdom. Here we have to have some sort of analysis based on our memory. It is not easier for us to remember all the names. Some of us might not know what is glycolysis, what is Krebs cycle, what are the Kelvin cycle, Hatch-Slack pathway, what are the compounds present in each of these cycle, or in that case plant and the animal kingdom names as well. So that is what I mean by difficult questions. Otherwise it is ditto to ditto NCERT level questions. Okay. So if you look at their percentage, it is 73% easy, which is maximum, 23% moderate, and only 4% which is difficult. Let us now analyze the question paper pattern, which was based as easier, difficult and moderate. The same second year question paper, if we have to look at, we have 66% of the questions which is easier. We have 28%. Looking at the overall syllabus, it is going to be moderate, and only 6% of the questions is going to be difficult. With respect to second PUC, I am talking about ecology part. Okay, so let us look at the chapter wise analysis. How many chapters and what are the number of questions that are going to appear from each of this chapter? We have given a highlighted version here, as you can see, and these are the chapters which are deleted. It was there in the previous year question paper, but as of now we do not have these chapters, which is environmental issues, strategies of in enhancement, animal husbandry and reproduction in organisms. Apart from that, if you look at the chapters, the first chapter is sexual reproduction in flowering plants. Most important chapter. You know that theoretically chapters like sexual reproduction in flowering plants and human reproduction in the first unit. And then we have molecular basis of inheritance, principles of inheritance and variation. These are the chapters where we are going to focus more. And then coming to the end, we have biotechnology, principles and process, biotechnology applications, and the last part, which is ecology. Okay, so let us focus on the number of questions that will be appearing from here. So in case of sexual reproduction in flowering plants, if you look at the questions, we have around 5 questions which is easier, okay, and we have 2 questions which are moderate. So you can see that approximately you can expect a large number of questions from this particular chapter as it is from NCERT. So please focus on sexual reproduction in flowering plants. The next chapter, molecular basis of inheritance, which I had already told. Again, we have 5 questions of the easier level. We have 1 question which is moderate, 1 question which is difficult. By difficult, what do I mean? Places where you have to focus is the DNA fingerprinting technology. We have the genetic code. Okay. We have transcription, translation, concepts where you have to analyze and apply. Then we have organisms and population, where we have 4 to 5 questions which is easier, 2 questions which is moderate, and 1 which is difficult. Principles of inheritance and variation, again most important from examination point of view. We have 4 to 5 questions which are easier, 3 questions which are going to be of the moderate level. Then we have human health and diseases, where we are going to see 4 to 5 questions. All of them are going to be the easier level. Biotechnology, principles and process, 3 to 4 questions which are easier, 1 question which is going to be moderate. Microbes in human welfare, 3 to 4 questions which are easier, 1 question which is going to be moderate again. Human reproduction, 3 to 4 questions easier, 1 moderate and 1 difficult. Biotechnology and its applications, we are going to have 3 questions which are going to be easy. Biodiversity conservation, 2 to 3 questions which are going to be easier and 2 questions which are going to be moderate. Reproductive health, 2 questions which are easier, 1 moderate. Ecosystem, we are going to have just one or maximum of two questions. Both are going to be easy level. Evolution, we just have only one question, children. Okay. So, looking at this particular pattern, what are the chapters that you are going to focus? The must do chapters where we are going to get maximum number of questions in our paper. Sexual reproduction in flowering plants, must do. Molecular basis of inheritance, a must do chapter. Organisms and populations, another most important chapter. Principles of inheritance and variation, compulsorily to be done. Human health and disease, again we are going to focus more because we are having maximum of 5 questions from this particular chapter. Alright, so these are our must do chapters. What should you do? The next level where we can expect 3 to 4 questions or at least 2 to 3 questions from these particular chapters. Biotechnology principles and process, microbes in human welfare, human reproduction, biotechnology and its application, biodiversity and conservation, reproductive health. Okay. Usually in reproductive health, they give either 1 or maximum 2 questions. And then what are the chapters which gives you a minimum number of questions, just 1 or maybe 0 questions? Ecosystem and evolution for this particular year, and these are our deleted chapters where you will never find a question. Coming to the first PUC syllabus, if we have to look at the pattern wise, we have a lot number of chapters when it is the first PUC chapter. On the whole, if you have to understand, give importance to plant kingdom, animal kingdom. Please focus on plant physiology and human physiology. So, this is the main areas of focus. If we have to do an analysis with respect to the number of questions that is going to appear from each of these chapters, diversity of the living world is deleted. So, we have no questions from that chapter. We have biological classification where you can see 1 to 2 questions. So, either 1 or maximum of 2, easier level, and 1 question which is difficult. What do I mean by difficult? There is classification of the different phylum. Correct? You have to remember the algae, classes of algae. You have to remember so many other phylum here. So, that is where the trick lies, where you may get confused. So, difficulty here in biology is just a level of confusion. The third chapter is body fluids and circulation, where you are going to see 1 to 2 questions. 1 question easier level, 2 question moderate level. Plant kingdom, 1 easier question, 1 moderate question. Cell, the unit of life, 1 easier question. Photosynthesis, 1 easy question. Respiration, 1 easy question. Animal kingdom, 1 question which is easy, 1 question which is going to be moderate. Structural organization, 1 easy question, 1 moderate question. Biomolecules, 1 easy question, 1 moderate question. Cell cycle, cell division, 1 easy question, 1 moderate question. Morphology of flowering plants, 1 easier question. Plant growth, 1 moderate question. Breathing and exchange, 1 easier question. Excretion is going to give you 1 easier question. Neural control, 1 easier question. Chemical control, 1 question of the moderate level. Based on this analysis, if we have to give you the chapters that you have to focus on. What do I mean by focus here? Focus meaning the number of questions that is going to appear from this particular chapter is slightly higher. What are those must do chapters? We have diversity of the living world, which is deleted, so no questions. Biological classification to be must done, should focus. Body fluids and circulation, because we have at least 1 to 2 questions appearing from this particular chapter. What are the should do chapters? Plant kingdom, cell, the unit of life, photosynthesis, respiration, animal kingdom, structural organization, where you are going to study only the frog, children. We don't have earthworm, we don't have cockroach, neither we are focusing on the mussel. So, it is only the frog that you're going to focus on. Then we have biomolecules and cell cycle and cell division. The least number of questions, where it can be 0 or 1, is from plant growth and development, breathing and exchange of gases, excretion and its products, neural control, chemical control. Okay, so this is part of the human physiology where we are expecting 0 to 1 questions. Based on this analysis, kindly plan your strategy and prepare well for the exams. Okay, so a quick look on what are the top institutions in Karnataka for the allied courses, especially looking at a city in Bangalore. We have Presidency University offering various allied courses. We have Dayanand Sagar University, the PES University, MS Ramaya University, and lastly the Christ University. All right. So this is a gist of the KCET syllabus and planning strategy. Kindly focus on different chapters, look at which chapter is very, very important and plan your preparation. So all the very best, children. If you want the PDF of the syllabus and preparation strategy that I have discussed with you, please do join our WhatsApp channel. The link will be provided and you can download it. You can also like the video, subscribe the video and share it across with your friends. All the very best. Thank you.